holiday Christmas fan, and today I'm back with another video. I'm going to stand back here because it's pretty cool. So today I want to tell you, I didn't explain why I couldn't get the snowman fixed. I tried something else similar to my last repair, and my last repair was I tried doing a repair today. I tried to take the thing off the snowman's motor. I was gonna try it, but I didn't bother. That like orange round circle thing, so the motor works. And there's a specific kind of motor that the snowman and the Santa Claus use for their dancing. It's not the ordinary Jemmy motors that have the back is white, it's like gray, and it's a wider motor. It's a bigger motor for their dancing, and it makes sense because these motors have so much pressure, right? So it makes sense the motors are bigger than the ordinary Jemmy motors. I tried everything. And there's no power whatsoever going to the motor. It's confirmed right now, guys. There's no power going to any of the motors. I took another motor out of Jason, and it's smooth. It moves so good. It's not like the other one that was like it didn't move as good. This one moved perfect, and it didn't move at all. So guys, something did fry in the circuit board, and it's not my fault. I didn't go into detail. It was 8 years. 8 years. I think this is. My dad told me this yesterday. The lady they got it from, she said it was in the basement for 8 years. She gave us that snowman for, I think, like 25 bucks or something real cheap. I don't even know if we had to pay for it. I think she might have just gave it to us. I don't know. I can't remember what happened there. But yeah, like I said, the Pennywise and Witch thing, those two props, I'm gonna see if I can make a deal with someone. I said that in the last video. But yeah, like I said, guys, I tried everything. The circuit board looks fine, but I realize now when I didn't go into detail. I keep forgetting to go into certain details in my videos, and I'm trying to start doing that. But there was actually something interesting when I looked at the circuit board. The wire, right? You know the soldering, right? Well, it looked like that little spiky thing that the wire's attached to, it looked like it melted a little bit, and I'm guessing that's what caused the thing to stop dancing. That silvered stuff melted on the board from the soldering, and then it fried out instead. It made it worse. So it could have been a factory error that caused it to go into that situation where it fried out. But supposedly, this is what me and my dad thought. When the lady took it out of storage, she probably didn't realize what was going on. She probably didn't notice. It was trying to move, but it was stuck. But that's fine. It's not her fault. What probably happened when the lady pressed the button, it said Happy New Year, and all of a sudden it tried to move like that. It wouldn't move, but it was trying to. And then something probably blew when she tested it, and that's what probably happened. The motor was stuck though. That's another thing. Like, that motor was really stuck. I mean, like, if you put cement on something and it's gonna stay stuck, it was pretty damn close to that stuck. So that's probably what the case was. Nothing bad though. Because you know what? There's still hope, guys. You know why? Look at my last video after you watch this one. If you haven't seen it, it says another update on the Snowman exclamation mark for excitement. You'll understand what the plan is after this. You know, I'm just hoping it all works out. I think it will. You know, I think I'm starting to get tired because it's starting to get late. But you know, we'll see, guys, what happens. I don't really know what's gonna happen right now, but we'll see. I actually took some of Jason's gears out of him, and I put a lot of gears in one plastic bag, and I left them in there. And I'm gonna keep the gears out of Jason, my Jason prop. So if anything strips a gear or something in an item, I can take one of the gears out of the bags that are still good, take it apart, the item, whatever needs to be fixed, and put a new gear in there. And I mean every gear that's in Jason, I'm keeping. Because if something breaks, I don't gotta worry. But you know, I really hope everything works out, because October, guys, is the plan. We're going to be taking my Pennywise, right? My mom's going to message my aunt. She's going to, actually my dad's probably going to be the one doing it, because he's going to be the ones putting them on Facebook and sending the pictures and the price to my aunt. The witch, no price is going on that. I already explained that in the other video, because like I said in the other video, that thing has problems. No board problems though. It just, the speaker needs to be replaced. But here's what I might be doing. I modified my witch with speakers. I have 2 wires hooked up to the speaker that's broke. You hook the wires, and I'm probably going to give her one of my speakers for the witch. Probably the sub speaker one. I mean, it has bass. It's going to sound really good. And I'll explain to her. I might test that out around October and just make sure that them wires are still attached properly. But I'm going to tell her a few things if she even takes them. I'm going to be like, the witch, don't collapse her. Because sometimes when you try to raise her up, something gets caught. And I had to look, and it was like, you know that big white wire that has all the wires inside it? Well, sometimes that can frig up. I remember someone on Facebook had a Jason prop, and they went to raise it, and the whole thing pulled off the circuit board, and he couldn't fix it. So, but if something gets stuck, I recommend, I'm just going to tell her, I recommend, if you're worried about it, don't even collapse the witch. I'm just going to tell her, leave the witch in full height. Because sometimes what will happen is something will get stuck when you try to lift her and she won't lift up, and you have to lift her dress, and you have to undo whatever, uncaught whatever something is that's caught. Sometimes it's the plastic things inside for the arms get caught. It's weird. But I'm gonna tell her, hey, look, you're probably thinking the witch, you're gonna have to pay for that too. I'm gonna tell her, you know what, I'll give you that one for free. You can have that one for free. You don't need to pay for the witch. I probably won't make her pay for the witch, because like I said, her stirring, it gets slow, then it'll go fast and go slow again. And sometimes it won't even move. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. But I'm gonna make something for the witch. That little plastic thing that you put in the middle for the whisker so the water doesn't splash everywhere. I'm gonna try to find that. It's somewhere, so it's probably in the garage. There's an attic and there's bins full of Halloween stuff, and it's probably stuck in one of them bins. If I find it, thankfully. I'm just gonna tell her, if I find it, keep that on there. But yeah, like I said in my other video, another update on the Snowman. That one, the one before this one, I said I'm gonna probably price Pennywise around $235. If she won't take $235, I'll say, you know what, I'll make you a deal. I'll give you Pennywise for $220. If you won't take $220, and if she says no, I'll say, okay, I say the lowest I'm going. If she won't take $220, I'll say I'll give you $217 for it. But she'll probably take $235 because the thing is originally $250. Because $235 is a pretty good deal, because it looks like the Pennywise right out of the movie. Plus, when he jumps up, he's like 6'8". He's almost 7 feet tall. So $235 for a used prop. That's basically brand new. It's not brand new, but you know, it's a year old. But it has no problems. Actually, it might, because somehow it fell over and the adapter plug snapped, so it works on batteries still. Nothing broke. Well, yeah, if the plug thing don't work, we're gonna have to order a new box for it on Spirit Halloween, the Pennywise one. I don't know if there's a code number on the box, but if there is and they need it, we'll give it to them. But you know, I'm going to be talking about a lot of things on this video, but yeah, guys, enough of that talk for now. I don't want to get too excited because I don't know if anything's going to happen. I know she still wants Pennywise and the Witch, but I don't know if anything's going to work out, because she won't be getting these unless she gives us the Snowman. That's the only way this is going to work. If she don't, she ain't getting them. But I think there's a possibility she will, because one, she knows I really want that thing, and two, she wants Pennywise and the Witch, and she likes Halloween a lot too. So I'm not into Halloween. Christmas though, that's going to be a thing, a family favorite forever for me, and it's our family tradition. But I got a big show for this year, not just in here in my room, the indoor decorations, but outside is going to be a big show too. Because I'm not just going to be buying outdoor lights, I'm going to be buying a lot of inflatables. And you're probably thinking, oh, don't buy them stupid inflatables that have them little circle round fans. I ain't getting one of those. I'm getting the one that has the big frickin' the big fan under it with the stand. Get those air blown inflatables. Don't get the air blown inflatables with the tiny round fans. Get the ones with the stands. They last for years. Believe me, I had an inflatable that had the little round one. It lasted me not even a year. The first year it stopped working. Then I have a 10-foot air blown Jemmy Snowman, It's 2016, and it still works perfect basically. The only thing is it needs a new bulb. It won't light up, but it will inflate fine. I think it's pretty rare now because I haven't seen any on YouTube besides my review of it, and I haven't seen one on eBay. So it's probably pretty rare inflatable from 2016. But I really do have a big plan for outside. I'm thinking about getting 10 to 20 air-blown Christmas inflatables for this year. And there's a couple other things I want to get. You know those like, oh, they're sold at Home Depot, like them those light up reindeer and the head moves on them. I'm thinking about getting maybe 2 of them. I mean, they're expensive. They're like $100, but like they're pretty cool. I'm probably gonna get one of each. There was one last year, and it was like a little puppy in a Christmas present, and it like moved, like the dog would rise up like this. They're outdoor decorations, but it was really cool. I'm probably gonna get one if I go back to Home Depot. Now, those kind of decorations, if you're looking for animated, those reindeer things that move the heads and all that, go to either Home Hardware, Home Depot, or Canadian Tire. They will have them probably. But there's one thing I'm definitely getting this year for like it's gonna be the big hit. It's either gonna be the 14 foot inflatable Jemmy Santa. I think it's Jemmy, I don't know. Sometimes Jemmy is a part of air-blown inflatables, but I think it is. It's 14 feet, $250. The thing is massive. It would not fit in this room. Like, yeah, it wouldn't. Like, the feet would be all the way down, touching the other wall. All right, and the head would be like bending, and they would be putting pressure on the fan. Like, the thing would not fit in here whatsoever. Like, the length of this floor is not even 14 feet. Like, let's just say if I turned on a 14 foot inflatable air-blown Santa Claus in my room laying down, I wouldn't be able to get in the room. The thing is that big. I'm telling you, its stomach would be touching the ceiling. Like, the thing's huge. I wouldn't be able to get in here. So, yeah. Somehow it's indoor use too, unless you have a big freaking house. This is a decent sized house. It's massive, but that thing would not fit in here. I know this is a long video, but I'm just talking about some random stuff. And believe me, if I do get that, it's gonna look really good in the yard. I'll find a place for it. I know I will. I always find a spot for something. It's gonna look good. The problem is, it's not gonna be able to be put out way out in front of my yard, because there's this dumb tree in the middle of my yard, and it actually takes up a lot of space for how small it is. It still takes up a lot of friggin' space, and my dad wanted to cut the damn thing down so there will be more room just for the front yard, and I don't blame him. I'm gonna try to see if I'm gonna try to get him to cut that thing down, because it's just gonna make things easier for me, and you know, it's just gonna make more room, and it's gonna look natural. And if I'm gonna get that 14-foot inflatable Santa, I don't want, when that thing turns off, I don't want that thing to lean forward when it goes off. Because first of all, it's going to hit that tree, and I don't want the thing to rip. But believe me, it's going to get a lot of attention. Like, people are going to be like, holy crap, that's big. But not even that. There's another inflatable I want to get for my front yard. It's a Gemmy, I think it's 2002 or 2003. I don't know what year it is. But it was, I think it's the first ever Gemmy inflatable, air-blown, waving Santa. It's animated. It plays music, but when you walk by him, he talks. And his phrases are great. Perfect. I love the voice too, it's amazing. But not even that, the head moves from side to side, and the arm moves. And it's old. It's a little bit older than my Gemmy life-size Santa, I think. A little bit older, but it was sold at my Canadian Tire. The old one, which is no longer standing, they took it down and rebuilt Canadian Tire, which I don't understand. The old one was so much better because you could find stuff easier, and to me, it was bigger. And I think they should have just left it up. But either way, it is what it is. But that's one thing on my wish list this year. If I find one, yes. I ain't gonna buy one if it don't work right. I want one that works right. I mean, imagine if I walked into Valley Village and there was one there and it actually fully worked. I'd be like, oh my god. It'd be amazing. Like, if it was cheap, I'd buy it. Right? Take it home and hope for the best, right? But I take it home, see how good it works, and go on from there. And even if the speaker didn't work, I could fix it. Because I could just put a new speaker in there, voila, fixed. Or I could buy an outdoor speaker for it, attach it. But if I find it from a flea market or a retail store that sells stuff that works fully, retail stores usually sell stuff that fully works. There's never a time I bought something that didn't fully work at the retail. It's kind of like a thrift store, but it's not. I worked at it. I'm hoping to get hired. I had to go up there. It's amazing. People there are awesome. But I bought a lot of Christmas stuff from there. And I bought that talking tree I have and the Gemmy Festive Fellas Christmas Bear thing I made a review of, the uncommon one. I got that from there. I got a lot of stuff, but... And if I do find that animated, waving, air-blown, inflatable Gemmy Santa that plays music and talks, I'm putting a spotlight on it, a white spotlight. Like one, not like the actual, like full white color, like the yellowish, tannish, white colored spotlight lights that you put on for outdoor stuff for Christmas time. I'm getting one and I'm going to put it on it. Now I'm going to see how far you have to be from it to not go off. And if you have to be if I have it in the middle of the yard and it ain't going off, I hope I don't have to put it all the way down my yard because there's a sidewalk right near my yard, and I'm worried that someone's gonna like try to break it when they're walking by. Some dumbass, excuse my language, but there's some weird freaking people around here. They haven't done anything bad on our property, but they've done some weird crap on other people's property. But they know not to come on ours because we have a dog and it's a big dog and it will bite if you try to do something stupid. We trained it. If someone does something stupid, my dog's gonna attack them. If if they're on our property doing something bad, you know, we train him to do that, right? Because it's a good idea. My dog knows immediately if you're going to do something bad or not. We train the damn dog to know better what that person's going to do next. Like, we trained them, right? Like, if there's an argument, like, my dog ain't going to do anything unless someone puts hands on someone on our property or damages something, right? We train the dog to do that, and that's a smart idea. But he's nice around people. But yeah, guys, there's a couple things I want to get. That waving animated air-blown Santa, made by Jemmy, and that 14-foot air-blown inflatable Jemmy Santa Claus. I think it's Jemmy, but I'm just going to say air-blown inflatable. I think that's Jemmy's air-blown company, like inflatable Christmas company and Halloween. But I'm going to get some of their other animated air-blown inflatables. Home Depot had one last year. It's the one with Santa in the sleigh. It doesn't actually wave, but he's positioned. He's positioned to look like he's waving, and it has the reindeer attached to the sleigh, Rudolph and all the reindeer. It's not very big. It's about here, right? But it's like $100 because it's a larger item, larger inflatable. It's pretty cool, and it has the good fan, the one that stands up. I think it was like $99.99, so probably $100, brand new with taxes and all that. I'm gonna try to find. Home Depot always gets this every year, and it's pretty damn cool, and I'm probably gonna buy it. But it's the Christmas Jemmy air-blown inflatable animated hugging Christmas bear. If they make a different one for this year, like a reindeer or a polar bear, ooh, I'll be buying that. But and you know what I might do with my my Jemmy, if I ever find the air-blown Jemmy animated waving Santa that talks and plays music, I might put it near the step with the spotlight on them, so when people are walking up my driveway up to the patio, it keeps waving and moving the head. But when you walk so close to it, it'll start to play music, then it'll start to talk. It's pretty cool. I'm hoping I get one. Even if I got one for a Christmas gift, I'd crap myself, because that thing is super rare. It's not easy to find whatsoever, and it's just it's probably Jemmy's best inflatable Santa ever. You know, even how realistic the face is, the beard on it, it's just awesome. So I'm hoping to get one that fully works. Even if it has a couple dirt marks on it, I don't care. If it has no rips and it fully works, even if it had a box, don't have the original box, but it has a box, still good. Sorry about the long video. I just want to make this one really long for you guys. You know, talk about a lot of things. I have I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's an air-blown inflatable. It's a Christmas decoration air-blown inflatable, and it's one of them ball ones, right? It has the blue ball. My aunt gave it to me last year because I never put it up, right? But when you inflate it, the top, the ring thing makes the top kind of flat, and you have to have it hanged up by a string so it'll fully inflate right. Because the weight of that ring thing, it's a faulty design, but it is what it is. I'm putting it under. We have like 4 big trees, and you can stand under them. You kind of have to duck, but you can stand under them. And I'm going to tie it to the first tree nearest. It's kind of way down near the driveway, but it's going to look really good because people are going to be driving by and they're going to see that, and then they're going to see all the other stuff. And believe me, this year, guys, I'm getting a lot of them candy cane lights that you stick in the ground. Getting a heck load of them. Those are cool. And a lot of different other things. I'm getting those. I'm getting one of them Christmas animated laser lights. Them like 4 big trees. I'm having to aim it on that, so when people are going by, they're like, our house this year is going to be a heck of a lot better than what it was last year. We had the only thing we had going outside was we have a box, right? We got these animated lights from Canadian Tire years ago, and they still work fine. It was like $100 for them, but they're all really cool for how small the pack they are, right? But they're computerized basically. Like, you press the button and the animation changes. You can set the mode where it does all the animations. That's the one I do. You know, that's all we had was a row of lights on the roof, and that was it. Believe me, people are gonna be so shocked. It's gonna be crazy. People are gonna be like, oh my god, these people are stepping up for outside this year at Christmas time. Now, obviously, I don't want to have it so crazy to the point where there's a row of cars down near our damn driveway, lined up, looking at our frickin' house. I don't want it that crazy. Now, my aunt can do whatever she wants. She had her whole house covered in lights, and she had these two light boxes. You can hook them both up, and basically, it makes all the lights like flash to the music. She hooked all her damn lights up. The whole roof was done. The whole entire house was covered in lights. I mean, a lot of damn lights. And like, man, it was nuts. She had jingle bells going, and it was going by the music. Jingle bells, jingle, like it was going. She had candy cane lights hooked up to the whole machine. It was nuts. They got that light set off the light show box off of Facebook for like $50. It was old, used a lot. They got it for $50, and apparently it's like $200 or $400 brand new, because it's a really high quality Christmas light show box set. And they do that because they have a house and they have a long driveway, longer than ours, and it's like a hidden house. So like, you know, they have a lot of yard, right? A lot of yard, more than us. And like they